for everybody. Okay. There. So just keep in mind that March 22nd date, that everything needs to be in by then into Smart Cookies. So wrapping up, I'm going to resend to everybody the link to last week's, 2 weeks ago, the training, because with that one, we did talk a lot about what you need to do to wrap up, but I'll give you a little bit of an overview right now. What you should be doing right now is making sure that you have all of the transfers done to the girls. So any cookies that they sold in person, you'll do a troop to girl transfer. So when you go into Smart Cookies, let me share my screen. Just give me a second here. And it's not, oh here, sorry, I didn't want to share. I think it's this one. I have so many tabs open, I'm trying to make sure I open the right one. Okay, can you see my Smart Cookies screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. So when you go into Smart Cookies, you want to go over here to reports, click on current, and bring up the, I have all the troops, but you want to find the troop on hand inventory. This troop I'm going to bring up is just, oh, and you want to change it over here to packages. Troop 1000 is just a filler troop that we use for transferring some packages to some of our staff-led troops, but at least I can show you what it looks like. So you want to bring up this inventory report. Sorry, everything's really slow for some reason. And you can see here, this troop has a total of 51 packages of cookies remaining in their inventory. Ideally, you want all of these transferred out to your girls to give them credit for the sales. If you have cookies left that your troop hasn't sold, your troop is still responsible for those cookies. So you can continue to do cookie booths right now. There's a few available, but check with your service unit cookie booth coordinator before choosing a booth. Or you can donate the cookies if you just have a little bit left, but give each girl credit for whatever cookies you have remaining. Check your inventory also. Sometimes you'll find that you over transferred one variety and under transferred another, and you'll see a negative number here. And you want to try and fix that as best as possible. You don't want to see like negative 100 lemonades and then positive, I don't know, 75 caramel delights and things like that. You want to try and make those numbers as accurate as possible. And we realize that sometimes it gets a little bit hard and some of the numbers get a little bit off, but try and keep them minimized. So you're going to do those troop to girl transfers under orders, transfer order. I don't have any girls in this troop, so it's hard to do, but troop to girl, and then you'll your troop number, and you'll hit apply. And then down here, you pick the girls. Sorry, I should have logged into a regular troop, but if anybody hasn't done any troop to girl transfers yet and needs help with it, please let me know. Certainly happy to help with that as much as possible. Okay, so that's one of the first things that you want to do. Now, how do you know how many cookies a girl sold in on-hand inventory or in girl delivered? There's a couple different things you can do. Obviously, if you gave the girl, I don't know, 10 packages of cookies to go door to door to sell, they owe you $60 for those 10 packages of cookies. The girls also have sent out their link, and many of them gotten girl delivered orders. Those you can actually see in Digital Cookie by running the troop order data report, all data report, I believe it's called, or all order report. And that's on your troop dashboard in Digital Cookie. You're going to scroll down and that will bring you up an Excel spreadsheet. And you can take a look through that. I'm going to send out, though, there's if you're in Rallyhood, there's a form that we put on the other day, about a week ago, called Common Issues. And in there is a lot of this wrap-up information as well. I'll share all of this with you. Somebody's asking for my email address, so I'm just gonna type that. Oops. And it's just gharris@gscsnj.org. So let's see. A couple other final steps. So the other thing that's really important that you need to do right now is a recognition report. So you're going to go under rewards in Smart Cookies. Now, the girls can, just a little backpedaling there, the girls can look in Digital Cookie and choose some of the rewards. However, I am getting a lot of feedback that the total numbers sold in Digital Cookie isn't always accurate. So if a girl sold 500 packages of cookies, but Digital Cookie only says 475, they're not going to be able to choose that 500 level. That's okay. They just need to tell you what choice they've made, and you're going to make that choice for them in Smart Cookies, because the report that we send to the baker for them to then pack the rewards and send them to us comes from Smart Cookies, not Digital Cookie. So it's more important that this is done. Actually, it's very important to be done in Smart Cookies. So you're just going to go under manage recognition orders. And that just shows me, I'm trying to think of, here, hold on a second. Let's do this real quick. Sorry, I'm going to just pull up a troop real quick here. I just want to make sure I grab one that I know has, oops, here we go, has some girls. Sorry. Okay, rewards. So you're going to go manage recognition order. And this one's incomplete. So all the way over here on the right, you'll see the little pencil. You can click on that. And any girl that has a choice that needs to be made has this, it says unread, it has the big red exclamation point. You're going to click the arrow, and I'm not going to actually make any changes because I don't want to mess this troop up. But you can see over here, so this girl has choices to be made from the, she sold over 400 packages of cookies, so she has choices. She's got to choose whether she wants the kite or the cookie dough, and so on. You can either go into Digital Cookie and see if the girls in your troop have made those choices, or you can just send out, however you communicate with your troop, an email, a text, whatever, and get all the choices from the girls. It's really important to get their choices because we don't want to choose cookie dough for someone who really wanted the kite. Certainly if someone's not communicating with you and you give them until March 22nd, I would, then you have no choice. But important to do things like shirt sizes. We don't want to send a girl, a youth small when she needs an adult large. That's not going to work. So we want to make sure that everybody's sizes are in there and choices. So those are really the two things that I think are the most important that you need to do right now. It's making sure that you've done all the troop to girl transfer so the girls are getting their package credits. We want to make sure they're credited for everything they've sold so that they then get the rewards for those levels, and then making those reward choices so that we order enough of each item. And in case you're not familiar, the rewards go to the service unit cookie manager, and then your service unit cookie manager will reach out to you and let you know that she or he have the rewards for you. Every service unit has their own way of doing it. Some of them will do it immediately. Some of them are a little busier. It takes a little bit longer. I see someone ask the estimated date. I don't know yet. It's usually within 4 to 6 weeks of the end of the cookie sale. It depends a little bit on how busy the Department of ABC Baker is that does the shipping. They're pretty quick about it, but I don't want to underestimate how quickly they'll come out. And again, it doesn't go directly to you. It goes to the service unit manager and they have to distribute it. And so it depends on their timing as well. Some of them will do it really quickly because they don't want all those things in their house. And some of them, you know, they're working, their kids are busy. It may take them a little extra, or maybe they need to wait and get some help from a few people. Any of the rewards that are events, we will be sending out additional information to the people who've earned those and chosen the different events, as well as cookie dough. So a little bit about cookie dough, because I have gotten a lot of questions. Cookie dough will expire at the end of this year, so 12/31/24. Cookie dough can be used for membership, for camp event, for going to camp, for GSCSNJ events. It cannot be events from other councils. It has to be our council. And then it also can be used in the shops. We'll have a kind of a Google form of some that goes out. And I haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to try and describe exactly what'll be in it, but there'll be information in there about how to use that cookie dough. Let's see. So yeah, you need to put all of the prizes into Smart Cookies, not because that's where ABC Baker gets the information from. So not just ones that the girls can't select in Digital Cookie. Eventually, we hope that that the two systems will talk to each other a little bit better. And that then, you know, that will eventually cross over and you won't have to do this recognition report. But right now we do. So let me just go back. Somebody did ask about if cookie dough can be used at Dream Lab. Yes, it can be reused for shopping there, events that happen there, and also you know, in our Hamilton shop and our Cherry Hill shop, in Egg Harbor Township, all of the shops. All right, so someone wanted to know about accounting for donations in Smart Cookies. So let's talk a little bit about that. Let me just go back out of this before I accidentally mess something up in this troops recognition order. So cookie donations. So it's something that confuses everybody a lot. Let's just put it that way. I've answered a lot of questions throughout the week about it. So cookie share donations can be received several different ways. You can get a cookie share donation on when someone orders cookies to be direct shipped. Maybe they order 5 packages of cookies for themselves and 1 donation. For that one, you don't need to do anything. Those automatically are accounted for in Smart Cookies. However, if a girl gets one for a girl delivered order or just a donation, for that one, if it's paid by credit card, the financial transaction is in Smart Cookies, but you need to credit them for how many packages that were sold. So let's say somebody donates 2 packages of cookies. You're going to go into Smart Cookies under orders and go down here to the virtual cookie share. And you'll see all the girls from your troop, and you'll pick the girl who got those 2 donations, and you'll put that in here. Something that's been confusing people is you will see a change in the balance due. It's not that the cookie share is adding money on. It's already been paid for. But what happens is if they've already given you some money, let me see if I can find the example I had. Let's just say a girl has 100 packages of cookies that you've transferred to them that they've sold in person. They would owe the troop $600. And then they have 10 cookie donations that were paid by credit card. That's $60. Right now, until you put those cookie donations in, their balance actually looks like it's $540 because that $60 credit card payment came off of their balance. But really, they still owe you $600 for those 100 packages of cookies. When you then transfer or do a cookie share, a virtual cookie share, it adds that money back in. It's a little confusing to people. I can put it in writing for you. I have Anne, who's our ABC Baker rep, is good at putting those kind of things into words, and she typed it up for me. So if anybody needs it to maybe show to a parent or anything, just let me know. So basically, you're going to add cookie share donation or virtual cookie shares, I'm sorry, for a donation only order or an order that came in as a girl delivered order. If it's a direct ship order, you don't need to do anything. Those automatically credit in Smart Cookies. It's a little confusing as to why, but it's always been like that. That's not a digital cookie. Yes, there is a way to delete them. So let's see. I'll send out the wording to everybody just so that you have it. I'll send a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow. You'll get in one email, try and group it all together. So hopefully it won't be overwhelming, but to delete any order, a transfer order, a virtual cookie share order, you're gonna go over here to manage orders. And then you click right here on cookie share. And then click apply search parameters. And you can see, like, for this troop, she already created all of these. And to fix one, change the quantity or delete one, all the way over here on the right, there are these 3 little dots. If you can't see them, there's a gray bar down here at the bottom that's teeny tiny. Or you may have to shrink your screen sometimes. But this is mine's a bigger screen over here. So you can, I don't want to delete it, but you can do delete order, and you can also do edit order. So edit order brings it back up, and you can change, like this one. Oh, it says 15. It must be on the second page. So she has 2 pages of girls. Yep, here. So this girl over here has 15. So you could change that number. Oops, I didn't mean to put in 15. I meant to put in 10. Or, oh, she got 5 more. Rather than creating a new order, you can even just go in here and up it to 20. Let me get out of it. I don't want to mess anything up for her. So that's pretty straightforward. It's, you know, it takes a little bit of playing around, remembering where things are, but this manage orders, you know, it gives you, you can go under the transfers, you can find your troop to girl transfers down here. And if something is wrong with one of them, or you want to look back at them or anything, they're here. Another thing that's really important too, just going back here to the dashboard. When you first log in, you're on this dashboard. Right over here where it says troop dashboard in the middle, it says last updated. This one says 12:33 p.m. on March 4th. That was yesterday afternoon. You want to click the little arrow here and update it, because that way, if there's been any new sales or anything, it'll update this dashboard. But go by the reports. The reports give you the best details. Girl balance summary, let's take a look at that. I'm gonna bring them all up because I don't. Girl balance summary is probably the report you'll use the most right now. In here, you can see any booth transfers you've done. So this girl has 134 cookies that were transferred from booth sales, and then non-booth transfers. This is where you're going to see any transfers you did to the girl for cookies that were sold in person, any cookies you handed to the troop or to the girl. So, you know, this is Abigail. Abigail came to you and said, I want to go sell on my street. I'm going to go door to door. Can I have 10 packages of cookies? So you gave her, I don't know, just 5 Thin Mints and 5 Caramel Delights. And you would then create a troop to girl transfer. And you would see here that there would be a troop to girl transfer of 10 for that date that you did it. And then, so she had 164. They took away 44 packages. That means they probably just did something wrong. So they had to remove them. Financial transactions will show you any credit card payments you had. You can see them down here in the middle. And then these are cash payments. So that means that this girl, Abigail, gave her troop all these amounts of cash, probably for cookies she sold in person, and her customers gave her cash. And her troop accounted for that. She also, up here at the top of her, oh, she doesn't have any, but you can see right here at the top where it says cookie share sales, she has 0. But if you've created them for the girl you're looking at, you will see those there as well at the top. So things, these reports really help you if a parent has a question about their balance due. This is the report you want to look at with them. When somebody reaches out to me and says my balance due seems wrong, this is the report I look at and go over with them. Because it shows you how much cash they've given you, how many cookies have been transferred to them, shows credit card payments they've got. And 9 times out of 10, we can go through this and say, look, your balance is correct and you owe this much. Or oops, they forgot to transfer the cookie shares to you or something like that. So hopefully that helps a little bit with that. Oh, I just closed that. Right, no, it's okay. Let's see. Any other questions? Anybody have something they want to ask? I think I got everything that was in here. The other thing that actually, just while we're here in Smart Cookies, up here in the top right corner, you can just barely see there's some little teeny tiny white icons that you pretty much have to squint really hard to see them. One of these, I think it's this one here, takes you to YouTube, where ABC has a lot of great videos just showing you how to work the different parts of the of Smart Cookies. So if you need to know how to create an order or anything like that, take a look there. And it's just they're short videos. They're show you the screens and they go step by step through them. But they're hidden there. I wish that icon was just a little bigger. Let's see.
Yeah, we have a few questions in the chat.
Okay, so I was trying to see what I might have missed. I'm trying to see. You answered about
The cookie dough one is next.
oh, cookie dough. Where? Sorry,
Right after my response.
sorry.
How would a girl use the cookie dough to pay for a program at the Dream Lab?
Oh,
Is the
sorry.
cookie dough a gift card? Will it be added to their Girl Scout account automatically?
It won't be added to their account. I'm not 100% sure. I did ask about this, and I know our finance department came up with something. There's going to be some form of like a Google spreadsheet sent out to everybody, and that you will fill it out, and from that it will it'll send that back to our finance department, and they are going to take care of it. So basically, when you want to spend it, I believe, so, and I'm kind of like all over because I haven't seen it. Something about giving you a code that you can use in the stores, but it's not an actual gift card. It's just some kind of a number that you can put into the website. But for events, I think you'll have to go through customer care. And they'll have access to how much cookie share or cookie dough each person has. So, so cookie share, when you put your cookie share in, the balances the balance looks like it goes up, but it's because the money that they'd already paid was credited towards other cookies that they had been given. I'll send out the information, Dee. I know we went back and forth a little bit about your girl accounts before, and I'll help you some more with that tomorrow. And I'll explain it better. It is confusing, but it's not charging them extra for those cookies. If when you look through how many total cookies they've sold, it actually is correct. It's just hard to put it into words without a better example. The final ACH, Latoya, by any chance, do you know the date for the final ACH? Everything got changed.
It actually moved back. Let me look on here and see.
I was looking for it too.
Yeah, because we kind of pushed it back, and I think it's actually
April 5th, I think.
April 5th.
Okay, yeah, I found it too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I was like, where is it on my calendar?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody else typed it up. Thank you. They're faster than us. I'm lucky if I remember what today's date is, so. Perfect. I mean, I think you guys have all, for a first year, everybody's been, or, first or second year doing cookies. I say you guys are all doing a wonderful job. So if a girl returns cookies to a troop, for example, 2 packages they were paid for, how do I make that transaction to refund the girl in Smart Cookies? So but they were already paid for. So are you, Jeanette, are you giving that money then back to the girl?
Yeah, let's say just 2 packages. She paid, her balance is 0. But she just can't sell them. She paid she paid advance. How would I make that transaction? And I would just take it out of the troop funds, but I'm just trying to figure out how to make that transaction. Is it the opposite? Because I'm doing payment when they
So
pay?
You
Mhm.
want to do the easiest thing to do, is to do, first you're gonna take the credit away. Oh, sorry, I have so many things open. You're gonna take away, you're gonna do a girl to troop transfer and transfer those, those packages back to the troop first off, so that she's not credited for those 2 cookies, those 2 packages. In terms of the finances, that's actually a really good question. I'll just say, so these are I don't think these are not editable. Or they are. So if she already gave, let's just say she gave you, $60 for 10 packages of cookies and then gave you back 2. So now you need to refund her the $12. So wherever that cash deposit is under these girl transactions in finances, you can edit it over here. There's a little pencil and you can change the amount. So you're gonna take that $12 off of her account. That way she's not showing that she owes you $12.
Okay, perfect. So, and just resave it.
Yeah. I'm just trying not to mess up this script. So,
Okay, and then just pay her back in the troop funds. Okay, very
yeah.
good. I wasn't sure if I need to make a new transaction, should just go look for that transaction and edit it.
Yeah, just edit that one, because I don't think you can do a negative financial transaction. You can do a girl to troop for the packages, but not for
Right.
the finance side of it. So
Okay, very good. Thank you so much,
you're
Gail.
welcome. Cookie rookie badges, you should have gotten those already, Tina. We did bags at the beginning of the cookie season with the cookie rookie badges and patches and pins and pens. Did you not get that?
I did. I was thinking it was something else. I'm sorry.
No, no worries.
Sorry, my
We
apologies.
should give you all
Yeah,
you know,
no, yeah, it had like the lanyard and all that
yes,
stuff.
yeah.
That was what that Google form was for.
Yeah, that was
Like,
the original form way back.
okay, yeah, because I saw it in Rally Hood too, and I didn't know it was the same form.
I think we had put it there in the beginnings for, so we could capture all the new troops.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So if you have packages left and no one buys them, they're not sold, you can do a couple things. You can continue to sell, the girls can continue to sell, usually stay until about June 1st before it starts to really get hot out, because then the cookies, they don't hold up as well. They're not going to get, but but you won't be able to obviously update anything in Smart Cookies at that point. So what we recommend is, if you have 10, 20 packages of cookies unsold, you can give credit to the girls for those packages, even though they're not sold. Sometimes it might help push one of the girls if they're really close to the next level for a prize. And, and maybe they're the only one who's not there yet, give them credit for 5 extra packages, whatever it is. Sometimes troops just donate them locally, maybe a local food bank or something like that, if they aren't sold. So and if it's just a couple of packages and you want to eat them at a meeting, when your girls are together, certainly do that as well, or, come up with something fun to do with them. The troop is responsible for them, so you know, you certainly want to try and sell as many as possible. Did I miss anybody's questions? If anybody wants to, to open up your, just to talk, feel free. I said, I'll send out as much information as I can tomorrow. So that I don't forget. Okay. And then, make sure I'll resend the last training because that did a lot. We did talk a lot about wrapping things up. If you didn't see it from last time, definitely take a little while to listen to it or, zip through and find the parts that you want. So the actual cookie share donations, you don't need to hold on to those boxes. We donate them out of the council's inventory. So you're just doing the actual physical credit for it, but we handle the actual boxes. Our warehouses deliver them to the food bank for us. Damage orders, as long as you've created the damage order report in Smart Cookies, you can do whatever you want with those packages. If they're too damaged to eat, throw them out. I had somebody had a box of cookies that had fallen in the mud, throw them out. If they're just, crumbs, I don't know, have a fun party with the girls with ice cream and crumble the cookies on top. If they're opened, obviously, I know there was we had an issue with some caramel delights that I think the heat seal didn't work on them and they weren't sealed properly. ABC's aware now, but just throw those out. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I forgot to do that. What are you trying to credit to the girls without affecting their accounts? Because any credit for a package of cookies will go towards their balance. Oh, for the leftover cookies. Figure out their balances first before you transfer those cookies. And then don't worry about it. We're not going through and looking at all the girls' accounts and saying, oh, they owe extra for this or that. But, we want them to be accurate so that you are getting the money that they owe you. But then at the end, when you transfer those extra cookies, it doesn't matter anymore. But do that after you've settled accounts with all the parents.
Dale, can I just ask a question?
Sure.
Rebecca was helping me. One of my girls has a credit. I don't know if Rebecca forwarded this to you. And I've checked with mom numerous times. All cookies have been credited to her. All orders are filled. But in Smart Cookie, it still says like she has a credit of like 65 boxes. And we cannot figure out why all. Are you laughing because you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm just laughing because it's just always something.
I transferred all of her donations. She had like 51 donations. Those are transferred. Every cookie, every order has been filled. I've talked to mom pretty much daily and I'm like, are you sure you didn't forget anybody? Every number that we have matches, but Smart Cookie says that she had paid for 65 boxes that I never transferred to her. What am I doing with that?
Email me her name and I'll look to, or maybe I'll send it over to ABC to our rep. Rebecca was she was
looking
off
into it.
What's that?
She was looking into it, and then I know
she was going through her email last week. She was off last week between this job and her new job, and she ended up really sick. She was in bed almost all last week, and she's still recovering. She had some kind of horrible virus. So she did send me some emails, but I definitely didn't get that one. So send me the information. I'll take a look and then I can reach out to Rebecca too and just be like, did you ever figure anything out? Do you remember?
Okay. But like when all is said and done, like what happens if like the mom doesn't want the money back? Like obviously it would stay with the truth because even my daughter's account was wrong also. And I know for a fact I have filled every order. but like, we don't know why it's wrong. So what, in theory, like what would happen? Like, what if we
Ultimately,
can't figure it out?
I mean, ultimately nothing. But you really want, but you want to make sure it's not affecting like your troop balance. Because that's what we look at the end in terms, because
Okay.
we want the troop balance to be accurate so that when we're calculating proceeds for your troop, that is, you're getting the right amount of proceeds. So I just want to make sure that there's nothing
Okay.
there.
Yeah, because the other thing, my troop inventory is 0, so it's not even like I can just transfer her 65 ghost boxes because I don't have
No.
boxes to transfer to her.
What's your troop number?
80473.
Okay. Yeah, but just send me, the girl's name and just a brief,
Okay, I'll just forward the email from Rebecca
that works too.
to you. Yeah, because all the information was in there.
No problem. Sorry about that. Like I said, she was trying to catch up. Her plan last week was to spend a little bit of time kind of offline, but catching up, and then she ended up sick.
Yeah, no, I'm a teacher and everything is going around. Stuff like
I know.
so yeah, I totally get it. I don't know like what to do at the end because like I
Yeah,
said, as far as we know, every box has been transferred to this
right.
girl. And then we were trying to figure out like if like someone did like a credit card order twice. You know what I mean? Like maybe
Mhm.
they like accidentally did it twice, but then they would have got we don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'll see. I've been playing detective for all sorts of things all week, so I'll keep trying.
Okay, I'll send that within like the next day or two.
No problem. I'll watch
All right,
out for it.
thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. All right, well, if anybody thinks of anything else, just reach out to us. I'm trying to keep up with, helping everybody with balances and whatnot as much as I can. And like I said, I'll reach out tomorrow with lots of information that hopefully won't be overload, but will hopefully help you out. So we appreciate everything. We've got 2 more weeks, so keep selling those cookies and finalizing everything in smart cookies, and we'll be done before we know it.